I have spent 100 days in Minecraft jungle biome, one of the most hardest biomes in my opinion, except the end and nether of course. My goal was to create a giant base. I also put a time lapse at the end of the video, and I thought I will only do a giant base, but something quite interesting happened at the end. And you guys will see that if you keep watching the video. Anyway, I won't take more of your time, and I hope you enjoy today's video. I put quite a lot of effort into it, so hope you enjoy. Hey, so we are finally here. First day, took some pumpkin, dirt, and actually managed to find a parrot. And spoilers, he dies. He didn't stay so long. Yeah, in case you have high hope for him, but yeah, just so we make that clear. But anyway, I did tame him for like 3 seeds. And then after I tamed it, I went and surrounded the area to see what place I spawned in, you know, in case for if I can find a safe place, because in jungle it's not that safe, especially in the dark. When you cannot see anything, there might be a creeper near you and explode. But except for that, I went and mined a bit in a cave, actually managed to find some iron, pretty good. I did get quite a few iron right here, not gonna lie, but not too good. Not too bad, because it actually was quite good. But yeah, I didn't mind the iron, after which I went to get some stone, and after that I managed to find a pretty good place to stay in for the night, because it was a separate island where nobody could attack me, so that was the perfect place to go. For my first night I actually smelted wood, because I needed more charcoal to smelt, and for light as well. And after that I smelted the iron so I could get a full iron armor, or almost a full. And after that I started creating a farm so I could have more food, because if I have a farm I'll have like infinite supply of food, which is exactly what I need in this biome, because I don't really get that much food in the jungle, so that's pretty much my #1 priority. So the next ones are day 2 to 4. I needed more iron and more wood, because I don't have enough light to light this whole little island up. So I decided to go get some more wood, and I got pretty good amount of wood, which I went to going into a cave after that. And I met 2 creepers, destroyed them both, easy peasy for me, and got more iron as well. That's pretty good as well. So I almost had full iron armor, and I saw that I had a lot, and when I mean a lot, I pretty amazed how I managed to get that much stuff in my first 4 days. So because I had that many stuff, I decided to create, like, expand my base a little bit, not expand it, but reinforce it a bit. So that's what I did, and I had a bit more plans to make it lie. I had this plan surround the whole base with glass, and thought that it would look sick. So yeah, that's pretty much from day 2 to 4. Now let's go on with the next days. On day 5 I tried to create a spider farm, which I failed miserably. It did not create a single spider. That was a total waste of time. But on day 5 something tragic also happened. My parrot died by my own hands. My parrot died on the 5th day. Didn't even manage to stay with me 10 days. Anyway, after that I tried to find some more coal and improve the spider farm, because I really needed a bed, you know. But this is why I needed a bed, because those phantoms, my god, they are annoying. I hate them so much. I think that I hate them more actually than creepers, and I don't like creepers at all. I mean, I like their design, but I do not like them. The phantoms, oh, they are terrible. Never liked them, and I'll never will. And hey, remember when I said that I'm trying to upgrade the spider farm? I think I said that, I'm pretty sure I did. Anyway, yeah, I actually failed. The spider farm was trash. I didn't even bother to look again on YouTube, so I did not do that. I just destroyed it. Pretty much that's how it is. But after that I somehow managed to find a cave, which I did not go into because I wasn't ready for it, so I marked it and turned back. But suddenly I actually found a ship. I don't know how that happened. Glitched, I think? I'm not sure if ships are supposed to spawn in the jungle, but I actually found one. I was so glad when I found it, and the first thing I did, I actually created a bed. That was so useful. I actually don't know what I would have done without sheep. It was so stressful fighting with those phantoms. Anyway, that was enough adventure for those few days. So I went home and started creating another farm so I could have melons and I could have the farm separate. And I also found that it looked quite good, especially with the shaders. I really enjoyed how the shaders look here. I stayed there quite a while looking at that, to be honest, because this is beautiful. I mean, you can't deny that, can you? You could stay here like all day, but now all day I need to go to sleep. So anyway, after that I also went and chopped some wood because they actually needed more wood, and I actually chopped like 3 or 2 of those big woods, and one of them gave me like 2 stacks of wood and another half of it. So in total I got like 7 stacks of wood. That wasn't even crafted wood. That was normal wood. So that was really big. I also crafted fishing rod because I did get 2 string from a spider that I killed early on because I was lucky to get a spider. But yeah, I did create it and I spent my whole night fishing, and I actually got a mending fishing rod, which means I'll have an infinite fishing rod, because if I fish I get XP and the XP goes into my fishing rod, and that means that my fishing rod is never destroyed. So that's awesome. I don't have to create another fishing rod again because I don't really have the resources to do that. Anyway, the next days I made a place for Wondership. Yeah, that's her name, Wondership, because I am wondering how she managed to spawn here. Yeah, very fun for me, I know. I'm such a master at naming things. I mean people. No, not people, I mean, don't even know what I'm saying. But after that, I started clearing my inventory and, putting stuff together. Took some melon from my farm and chopped bigger tree again because I needed wood, I guess. However, on day 15 something unexpected happened. 10 days after my parrot died, I died. I don't know how. I think the parrot cursed me, and fair enough for him. I was the one who killed him. I do not blame him. I think I deserve that. So oof, I actually died on 10 days after my parrot died. I think that's his revenge. Oh wait, there's more. Thought that was it? Oh no. Guess what? 2 days after that, I died once again. So there's one solution. I need better armor. But before we go with that, let's go back to day 16. And that is because on day 16 I actually started building my house, because I thought that I shouldn't be living in the farm anymore and I should actually build a proper house for once, so I could be safer and have my own space in the jungle where no creepers could jump on me. I started making the house in a tree up high because that's the safest place, and I started by making the floor with wooden planks because it saves more wood, and it kind of looks the same as the other one, except it looks more like a floor to me because it's way smaller. So that's the reason I use this one. I think most people do. But after that it took me like 1 day to do this because yeah, it does take quite a long time to build in a tree. After that I tried to kind of decide which style I wanted to be like, because I didn't want to make it square. I wanted to have like a bit circle-ish on the sides, but I didn't know which model I wanted to do. But I think I put glass in the middle. Right, I'm not sure how I left it afterwards, but I think I did change it after a few times. But anyway, I also surrounded this place with glass so it looks more modern and way better, because I think glass makes everything look better. I mean, not everything, but it does make the house looks way cooler, especially with these shaders. It looks really beautiful. I also made the ceiling out of leaves because this is like a tree house and it looks gorgeous with this tree, especially when they are moving. However, I also did put something on top of the tree, or literally on top, because I thought maybe it'll look better if I put wood on there. Don't know why I thought that, but yep, I destroyed it not too long after, especially because it looked horrible. Yeah, so that's kind of it. This is the finished house. I did arrange it a bit. I put a chest in it and make it look even better because I like decorating the house. So this is my first house, I mean first part of the house, because this is not actually my house. My house is gonna be way bigger and way stronger and safer. So this is basically what I did from day 16 to 19. However, there seemed to be quite a problem. You know, from day 19, the computer said that the next day was actually day 20, but it was actually 22nd.
What?
However, that's not the only problem. I did not record anything from day 19 to 26. So
FBI, open up!
But if you actually want to know what really happened in those days, here you go. Day 19 continued doing what I was doing on day 18, and also took some bamboo learning. Hey, now that I actually told you what I did those days, let's go on. Hope you understood it all, because I'm not telling you again. Okay, day 26, as I've already said, because you should have known by now. On day 26, I decided to leave the cave because I took enough resources, and I did get quite a few diamonds. But, of course, nothing's as easy here in the jungle, because I was surrounded by mobs, and I had to face quite a lot of mobs, and I almost died, especially because some creepers was actually invisible, probably a glitch, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it was pretty hard, almost died, but thankfully I didn't, so that's a good sign. On day 27 I made some diamond bit, a helmet. I almost made a diamond pickaxe because I wanted to create another portal, so I went and took some obsidian from a place that I found. And I also decided to change the shader because I couldn't see it when the blood moon came. So yeah, however, the shader that you see right now isn't the one that I actually put in because I accidentally put a different one, but I did change it like one day after, if I'm not mistaken, which looks way better, and that is the one that actually looks good when it rains. So the next day I went and decided to organize my stuff because it was a struggle to find stuff that I actually needed. So I organized them in different chests, which after I finished that I went to continue building the house because, as I've said, I wanted to make a house that was connected by different small houses on trees. However, I actually needed more sand for glass, so I went and dug some sand and then smelted it, which also made more furnaces so I can smelt faster. And after I finished that, I went and continued building the house. I managed to finish the second one, and then after a while I started the third one. I also decided to kind of try and finish this house as faster because I had quite a big plan for it, and I'm not really sure if I can manage to finish it in 100 days. But one more important thing is that I actually killed my only way of getting wool, which was Wonder Sheep. I actually don't know why I did that. That wasn't that big of a problem, even though I didn't find any other sheep for the rest of 100 days. But anyway, I actually then went to continue building the house. And after that, day 36, I started building another part of the house that was actually the biggest part. I started it by thinking that I'll do 2 trees combined, but in the end it was actually 3 trees combined that made up like a whole chunk, which was way different, and it kind of had its own model of it. So because I didn't want all the parts of the house to be the same, I wanted them to be different, have their own unique style. So yeah, that's what I did. But also on day 27 I kind of wasted it because I mostly decorated the place that was the cave in, that I almost lost my way in. Yeah, that was kind of a waste, but it did look pretty good. So yeah, now from day 38 to 41 I decided to try and finish the house because this was like the biggest part of the house that I actually did, and I wanted to make it in time, the whole thing that I had in mind. So yeah, I went and tried to finish this up in these days, and then after that I almost died from a creeper, invisible creeper. I'm not sure if you can see it in the recording, but I'm pretty sure while I was playing I could see lots of invisible creepers because of the shader, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that was quite dangerous. So I started lighting the houses up, and I also found a cave underground, when that was quite troublesome. And of course I killed them and then lighted the place up. And after that I started chopping more trees because I needed wood for me creating the wall, and also because I wanted to have more space, as there were too many trees and too many, which made it way more dangerous for me to walk in this place. So I created a wall around my whole place that I wanted to conquer, and I also created my bodyguards, iron golems. But after a while I started hearing weird noises. I thought I was going crazy, but no, I was not going crazy. It was actually an enderman. So I did the most logical thing I could do. I put my iron golem fight him. Yep. See, but in the end my iron golem was successful. He did his job by protecting its master, which is me. Yeah, so on day 48 I somewhat managed to finish surrounding the place with fences and iron golems as well. So I was hoping that I could be somewhat safe. From the day 49 into the day 52, I went and built the house non-stop until I finished it. The third house. This is actually the house that I would have my nether portal in. Spoilers, should have said that before. But this is the house that I would have the nether portal in, and everything quite turned out pretty nice. Now I also noticed that I didn't quite have enough iron anymore because I consumed it all on the iron golems. So I took my tools, I took the hunter bow and everything that I needed and went in the mine. And my god, I don't know when to remember this. Every single time I'm going into a mine, I have to get lost. This brings back so many bad memories because it's so horrible going into the mine. My god, I spent laughing one day in it, but it seemed like an eternity. Felt like I actually spent 10,000 days in the mine, but no, I only spent one day lost in it. Barely managed to get out of it. But anyway, in the end I actually decided to dig my way out of the mine because I could not find the exit at all. And now I think I know why I'm thinking it turned out to be an eternity, because the whole time that I was in the mine I actually was trying to find my way out of the mine. So yeah, I went out of the mine because I actually decided to dig my way out of it. Finally, for the next few days I started doing some small things like building a composter for bone meal, carving a bunch of pumpkin, and also getting some more dirt so I can cover a cave. However, on day 57 I actually started building my main base, which connected the other ones. And I started there by building a 4x4 tree and grew it so I can start the base. I also spent day 57 and 58 building the base at the height I wanted to be built. I also built it 10 by 10 blocks if I'm not mistaken, and of course I also connected my first island to my base. From day 59 to 63 I spent the whole day, which is day 59, mining for sand because I'll need a lot of it. And after that I created a waterfall that I failed on the first try because it didn't turn out that good, but after that I did manage to make it quite nice looking. Furthermore, on day 61 and 62 I continued remodeling the base, and on day 63 I managed to surround the base with glass. From day 64 to 66 I kept connecting the bases, and on day 67 a creeper spawned in my base, so I had to deal with that. And day 68 I changed quite a lot of stuff. I haven't wrote what I did on 69, but I assume I did the same thing that I did on 68. However, I mostly used these 9 days from 64 to 73 to connect the bases. That's because by day 72 I already finished linking the houses. And after that I decided to move my stuff from the little island to my main base right now, because I had different plans for my little island, even though I still wanted it to be part of the main base like the other bases. So that's what I did this 9 days. Ooh, it was quite hard, but the days are going by really fast, not gonna lie. Even I noticed that even when I was doing it. As the day passes by, we are slowly reaching the end of our journey. As in day 73, even the game knew that, so it decided to give us a blood moon, so we would have a better chance at dying. But because I built this strong base, and I'm still building it, it wasn't that big of a trouble for me right now. Then 74, I kind of decorated everything and made more stuff in the main base, and everything looked way better. I really like how it turned out. And I also built a chest space for more stuff, so I can keep more stuff in it. On day 75, I did not wrote what I was doing, but I assume I was replacing stuff and remodeling stuff. On day 76, I replaced some more stuff and got again a blood moon 2 times. Ooh, the game is really trying to kill us. And then they came. Oh my god, I haven't seen these guys in a while. The phantoms, they are still my worst enemy. I still hate them. I still will. But finally, the first time in 100 days, I mean 70 days, and from the time that I changed the shader, this was actually one of the reasons that I changed it, because it looks gorgeous when it rains. Finally, on day 77, it actually started raining, and oh, it looks beautiful. Then, on day 78, I went again inside the cave so I can find more resources like iron and diamonds and charcoal as well. And on day 79, I managed to get out of the cave. Didn't stay that long in it, but I did got enough diamond so I can have a diamond chestplate. So that was pretty useful, because I only stayed 1 day and I did manage to get a diamond chestplate already. So pretty much a win situation. The last 20 days of this challenge were actually quite hard. That's because I wasn't sure if I'll be able to finish what I had in mind to finish. But I started these last 20 days by organizing everything. I started putting every single thing back in their place. I took all of those things from my small island to my main island right now, because that small island, I wanted to make it way different than it was in the beginning. So that's what I did. I took all the things that were actually unorganized and organized them again. Then I also made some new things. I decorated the house a bit. I put some more lanterns in, and also destroyed one house and made it way different because I had so many chests in it and I did not use that at all. So instead of those chests, because they were quite useless, I started creating another portal, and I did take quite a lot of time decorating it because I wanted to make it quite nice. I think it took me like 1 day, and by the time I finished it, I was at day 85 or 86. However, I did also spend another day in the Nether building a small house that surrounded the portal in the Nether, so that mobs in the Nether could not come into this world and cause me more trouble. So it is finally time that I started working on the little island that I started with. So what I wanted to do with this island is make it like a little farm surrounded with glass, and when it rains it will look beautiful. And you will see what I mean by that, because oof, it's so nice when it rains and you look at it, everything will look so nice. But I started destroying the trees and destroy everything there except the dirt, and also placed some more dirt and put the water in the right place. And then I used the hoe to make the dirt into a farmland and make the dirt plantable, because I don't know, you can't plant on the dirt if you don't use a hoe. But also put again, because I saw different parts that I need to place dirt on, so I put dirt on them. And I also destroyed the pumpkin and the melon that were there, and only made it this place with the seeds and wheat. And in the end, the end result of this was actually quite nice, and it turned out really nice and beautiful. I like how this looks, and this is exactly how I thought in the beginning that I should make it. So this is actually something that stayed the same in the beginning, and this is the land that I actually started it. So it's really nice to see that we are still here and how far we progressed till now. Now, because I finished my base, the last 10 days I need to focus on finishing the path and the land that I had conquered. I had spent these days building and making the land look way more beautiful and way more gorgeous. The first 5 days will be me testing and gathering resources so I can build with the land. And the next 5 days, the last 5 days, will be me building and finishing my land. That'll be the end, and this will be hard. So Let us get right into it. Day 90, I took some pumpkin and then turned them into carved pumpkin, which after I turned them into a jack-o'-lantern, because I wanted to use them as my main light source on the ground. I also covered a few places on the ground with cobblestone, as a test most likely. Day 91, I started building the main road with cobblestone. This was still a test. I wasn't really sure if I'll make it with cobblestone or not, or if I could make it with a different material. But I wanted to see if it looks good with cobblestone, and if it does look good, I won't change it. But if it doesn't, I would. But I would still have the main path made with cobblestone, so I would only have to change that. Day 92, I planted jack-o'-lanterns all around the whole area and the whole place, so I couldn't be bothered by any mobs that while I was building. Day 93, I started replacing the cobblestone with smooth stone, and also went and mined some more stone because I already ran out of it, so I really needed more stone. Day 94 and 95, by this time I already had in mind what I was doing, so now the only thing I needed to do was replacing the cobblestone with smooth stone and then continue doing the path. However, I did also run out of resources quite fast, so I had to go and mine for more stone quite a few times, because that was the only thing that I really needed. And on the other hand, I also had to wait for it to smelt to stone and then smooth stone. On day 96, I also removed and replaced the cobblestone with smooth stone because I didn't have anything else to do and I really needed to do it way faster. And also put more jack-o'-lanterns all over the place and try to put them in the correct space, because that way looks way better. And I did also change the wood from the farms because I thought it would look way better as to how I changed them right now. I spent day 97 decorating the house from things that I took from the nether, for example a flower, because I thought it looks pretty good. And yeah, that's pretty much what I've done because I'm pretty much finished right now. I'm close to being done, so I'm trying to remodel everything and make it look way better. And finally, we are so close to finishing it. Day 98 and day 99. I spent these days mostly trying to figure out if I could improve anything. I wasn't really that stressed anymore because I was quite chill and I had mostly everything done. I just had to add some minor details, like when you finished your drawing and then you have to add small details here and there. That was basically, I added a bunch of small trees to my house, bamboos, everything decorated a bit by bit, and also tried to make a sofa. I did quite a few of them in a few houses because I didn't want the houses to look as empty, and it also gave them a bit more life in my opinion. And this is it. Day 100. We are finally here. I am so excited. This work has paid off. I really enjoy how I built everything, and now I am 100% safe in this place. Nobody can kill me, and there's no way anything bad can happen. Right guys, I'll show you now a clip of my whole building, but then stay tuned for that. Wait a bit at the end because something interesting might happen. Who knows? Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I'll see you in the next one as well. And now, enjoy the clip. Oh, my back hurts. Why does it feel like I've slept on the ground? Oh, wait, what? Tree? What's this? Why are those trees so big, but where's my house? Where's the jungle? What is this place? How did I even get here? What? Just our house a bit further away. I'll go see what's going on because this is probably a prank, but I don't know anyone staying in my hole. I thought I was alone. This seems good because I seem to have someone, but wait. Whoa, Jesus, that scared me. Almost died. What's this? Is this like? Don't know what this is. What's this? And why is it in the middle of nowhere? Hello? Anyone? Is anyone here? Hello? Whoa, no, Jesus, I thought there was a wolf. My God. Oh, but butterfly. Oh, there's no time for that. But what? Oh my. What is that? Oh my God.